talking to Pete Party here about politics in Bristol.
We're all Episcopalians.
And they were all Republicans, you said?
Yeah, and the legislature was just as corrupt as it is now in Rhode Island, but it was Republicans who were doing it. But they were our guys. We knew them.
So everything tended to work out.
Yeah.
I noticed there is a building, the old State House,
Ah,
up
yes.
in the center of town. What is the story about that?
Rhode Island had about 5 state houses as it became a state.
Okay.
And you have to go next door to get the history. But at one time, that was the Rhode Island State House
Wow.
In Bristol,
in Bristol.
the one that's up on
High
High
Street.
Street. Oh.
Yeah, the one that George Sisson persuaded the town and people to contribute to restore. He did a lot for this town.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, and he worked at
He did Cottrell Farm,
yeah.
did the bike path.
Wow.
He did the State House. What else did he do?
What's in the State House now? What is in the State House now?
What's in it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's open to the public, and there's a big picture of George there.
Oh.
I think it's more of a museum, a landmark in Bristol.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful old building.
It is lovely.
Yeah.
There used to be 2 trees in front of it, one on each side, that both Normie and my mother thought were absolutely horrible and shouldn't be there. But they didn't come down, I think, till after Normie and my mother had passed.
Oh. Normie didn't decide he wanted to go cut that one down.
Well, he was beyond that kind of stuff then.
I have a question.
All right.
Perhaps something you could either confirm or deny. This
Or
is
equivocate.
or equivocate. It comes from Allison, and it has to do with the cemetery in the center of town.
Which
Now,
cemetery?
The cemetery across from the common. That's
Ah.
on the ledge.
There's nobody there.
Where
That's
are
the question. Now, what is the deal? What happened? Where
Well,
was
they used to all be buried where the common is. Somebody way back decided it'd be a good idea to have a common with all that area available. So I don't know what they did with the bodies, the caskets and stuff, but they moved all the headstones across the street.
So as far as you know, there's nobody under those headstones, and nobody knows for sure if the bodies are on the
I'm
common
Sure.
or. Now there's a Bristol mystery.
I'm sure Bristol, you go to the Historical Society, they'll give you all the story.
Okay, there's a story about that in Boston Common. You know what happened when they built the subway? They found 800 remains, and
That's
they had
all?
there were probably
They ought to
more
go to
in
Europe,
other
they
parts.
find thousands
Yeah,
of
they
remains.
do. And nobody could afford to be buried in the church back then, so they'd bring their loved ones down, just dig a hole. And
Catacombs.
yeah, so they had to intern them into a mass grave, the remains into a mass grave, to build the subway in Boston Common. It sounds like a similar situation here where, nobody's really sure what's under there, but all the headstones
They
have been
know.
moved.
It's known.
Yeah.
Is it? I see.
Let's hope we don't have to have a subway in Bristol.
You guys are no cats in catacombs.
There are no cats in catacombs. Well, maybe to catch the mice.
Not dead ones. Not dead cats.
Right, no dead cats in catacombs.
Well, it looks like a beautiful sunset.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us